those first couple years, it was learning on the fly, whether it was Baby and Slim and Cash Money, asking them questions when we got, first it was rocky with them when I first started. Right. But then the situation got cool and I was able to lean on those guys. But
you were rocky with them, or what do you mean?
Wayne's situation was rocky with them at the time. That was when I think it was like we was about to go to when Jay was at Def Jam and this is the first time he knew his deal wasn't a good deal. He didn't have a lawyer. He didn't have any of these things. So I had to get him a lawyer. None of those things existed for him, so literally figuring out the business. He literally was just a kid signed to this label with, not having any lawyer look at any of the paperwork that he was signing, which helped us in the end because it gave us a loop since he was a minor when he signed the contract without a lawyer. So it allowed us the freedom to renegotiate and try to get things right. So once we got it right though, but yeah, that's when we was looking and he rapped about it. We literally was about to go sign to Jay-Z at Def Jam. So when he was the president over there, that was literally a real thing. We had the contract there. But that woke everybody up. They got the deal right at that time. Cash Money got the deal right at the time. Leaning on those guys, they definitely showed me a lot about independence and being confident, which is a key thing to being in this business, especially as a manager. Confidence you have to have. Even though I didn't know anything, that's one of the first things I learned, to stand on that. So those guys, by having their own independent label, kind of walked in that, so one of the first things I picked up, and it was just as I met people, just learning, asking questions. And year 3 is when I met my partner, and that kind of changed my life. That kind of G. Roberson, at the time he had Kanye. Mm-hmm. And I knew I had reached the ceiling to where I could go, right. and was looking for some type of partner, right, to help me out on a manager tip. And when I met him, which was just on coincidence, people were telling about him, and I think he says that people were telling him about me, and I was just outside the W Hotel in LA, and he was talking to a mutual friend. I can't remember who it was. It was like, G and Taz, and we literally like, oh, I was looking for you, and sat down and talked. Realized we were the same, had the same philosophies just about business and life. Right. How we treat people, how he looks at the business. And he made a lot of those things that I kind of knew. This was especially like my musical ear. He made a lot of it make sense, about why I know these songs in my head are hit songs, and how we approach our blueprint for putting together singles and hits, and literally we formed the partnership. He had Ye, I had Wayne. We kind of we worked together and been working together for the last 15 years.